My next guest is Dr. Jimmy Brangus. He's a nutritionist.
It's Duo Dog, actually, they're, yeah, Duo Dog. Thanks. Okay, after that, some lovely introduction there, as you just saw. Where are we? Give you one guess. We're back in the shop. I don't know what happened on the last video. The cleaning the shop up with the time lapse. The mic on the microphone on the iPhone just sucked, man. Like, what the blank was that? That was terrible audio. This 12-year-old Sony Handycam does a better job. Oh well. This Handycam has like pretty much no manual features, and it only records in 60 frames per second. So I don't know why that is. I didn't build the thing. So, but anyways, we're gonna get Vapor Bearer up today, and I don't know what else we're gonna do. It is chilly out, guys. It's cold. It's like, it's 4 degrees in the shop. It's about 1 degree outside or so. That's too cold for the Duo Dog, man. I'm not mucking around out there doing anything when it's 1 degree out. I don't care. I'm cold, uncomfortable, and it sucks. I'm hanging out in the shop, and I'm, yeah, hanging out in the shop, doing shop dumb. Alright, let me back the camera. I'm going to try to keep it away from the heater, because that heater kills the audio in here, man. It is such a friggin' son of a monkey to fix the audio in post with that heater running. I haven't, you know, the AI on all these apps, Adobe Audition, DaVinci, After, third party, I can't find anything that really tames that fan very well. And if you try to tame the fan too much, it starts killing the vocal on the audio, the dialogue. So, I don't know. The only thing I can do is keep the microphone or camera away from the fan and just work like that. Alright, let me back the camera up so you get a bigger view of what I'm doing. I gotta clean up and move a lot of this crap still so we can get in here with the vapor barrier. And we'll go from there. Move it away. Okay, we're not going to put Vapor Bearer on the whole thing yet because that would entail having to move too much stuff. We're just going to put Vapor Barrier from the edge here over to about where the receptacle is, about here. So we're going to get a tape measure, figure out how much we need, roughly. About 11 feet. Let's go into a room and we'll cut our vapor barrier. 11 feet, right? Right. Let's tidy this air hose up a little bit. Oh, it's already down. Vapor barrier. dudes. Into the shop, or the wood part. Wood shop. Okay, let's grab our stapler out of here. It's in one of these drawers. There it is. There's the staples. And there's the little stapler. That'll do. Might use the big Bosch Stitch bad boy. But we'll start off with the classic little arrow job. Alright, what we're going to do is we'll use one of these little clamps. We'll clamp it onto the stud just to hold the plastic while I staple the other end. This is the kind of job that seriously would be easier with 2 people and 2 people stapling. But unfortunately, as you guys have noticed, I'm kind of a one-man band out here. So we gotta make do with what you can do, right? All right. Definitely a worthy purchase for all the vapor barrier I've been putting up. Those staples didn't go in quite good enough, so we'll use the persuader. Hang on guys, gotta get more staples. go. And just toss. Anyone good? Something. Never know when you need vapor barrier. Now what we'll do is we'll grab our knife and we'll trim around the window. Got our window back. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm going to add a little extra ledge to this, not permanently, just to rest my piece of OSB on while I'm getting up there, because this little ledge right here, which is like just one little hunk of OSB, I find that my piece always keeps slipping off, and it's just awkward as a bow to work with. And I've also got to go get the laser level to make sure I screw these into there correctly. Although it does look like, as far as the studs go, it's just to the left of that black line up there. Alright, we'll check it out. Let's screw that on there first. Alright, let me go get set up a little bit. I gotta find my screws. Chances are we're gonna have to trim like a 1/4 of an inch or so off the top of this piece of OSB so it'll fit up there. I've been in this situation before and it sucks. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Alright, let's oh, and I gotta get my, like I said, my laser level, some screws, and then I'll turn you back on. Alright. I gotta put some batteries in our laser level. Alright, how many batteries does this thing take? 3 AA. 1, 2, what's these batteries are still good. 3, which way do they go? Plus, plus, minus. Plus. Plus. Minus. Yes. So to me. Good to go? Yeah, we're good to go. Alright. Here's our little janky tripod. You guys don't want to know how old this thing is. This tripod is probably about 25 years old. Yeah, probably about 25 years old. Alright, got our laser level on there. We're good to go. So let me just find my screws. I think it's the 1 5/8 I used, and then we'll keep motoring. Just gonna turn the camera off for a few. Okay, so our little support piece down there, we're going to screw it on with just one screw while to do it, and then we can rest our piece of OSB on. It'll be much easier to work with. Should have thought of this before. No problem. No problem, boys. Okay, let's hoist our piece of OSB on there and have a boo at how much we need to trim off the dumb thing. Oh. Pain in the potato that it doesn't just fit. Every one of these that I put up on the wall, I've had to trim about 1/4 of an inch or so off the top of it, so it fits. Talk about hassle. Friggin' 101. By the way, it was 4 degrees in here. We're now up to about 11, 12 degrees. It'll probably make it to about 14. That's if we left the heater on for about another half hour or so. What time is it? 2:30. We've been out here well over an hour now or so. Alright. Oh, let's swing these OSBs, even though they're not as heavy as plywood in a way. Still doing your head in after you've lifted it like 5 or 6 times. Blimey. It's already too dang tight. Ah, freak. 1/4 of an inch off or so. Sure, why not? Alright, let me make some room here. And we'll cut. Light up for a sec, guys, just to get a better view of the laser. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just using the laser level to make sure the studs are completely vertical, straight. That way when I put up the OSB and I can't see the studs anymore, I can just re-grab the laser level and put it on the black Sharpie point that I made,
and we should be good to go with just, straightforward drilling the screws in, and then we don't have a bunch where we miss the stud.
Alright, so it looks like our studs are pretty vertical, straight up and down. We will have to cut this goofy thing to 46. Not going to be able to use the, it'll just be easier to do it with this friggin' skill saw. So, alright. Oh, right. You could use a middle support. Stand on it. Okay. One of these coming days, guys, I'm going to have this shop sorted out. So if I got to cut something, I've always got a table I can work on. Not one that's full of junk, because I'm in the process of trying to organize. Can't drive me balmy, man. Okay, we got it measured out. Let's go get the blooming saw. Ugh. Cutting OSB makes a huge sawdusty mess. Hard to tell right now, but this Diablo blade I put on there, that is a sweet blade, man. Now let's set up for the long cut. We got to cut about 2 inches off this thing, lengthwise. Again, a big pile of sawdust all over the floor. I don't know why I'm saving these sometimes. What am I really going to use them for? Well, that's a good one because it's got the green, so it's a straight edge. It just seems like these are too good to throw away. I'm going to be like, wish I had a long 8-foot strip about 2 inches wide.
I'm going to ask you a series of control questions.
Yeah. That fits. Turn the lights up for a moment again, boys, and get a good laser reading on this thing. Okay, let's get you off the tripod for a moment and go with the action cam. Woo! There's our piece of OSB up. No worries, looks alright. Here's our little support piece that we used. This totally came in handy. Let's have a look down here. Oh. Yeah, looks alright, looks alright. Yeah, that screw could have maybe been in there a little bit better, but we can flog it in a bit more. Okay. And then all the way up to the ceiling. There we go. I could have cut the piece a little bit longer. There's probably about a 2/8 gap up there. But you know what? I'm not going to sweat it, man. Alright, peeps. We got a fair amount done today. We got our vapor barrier up. We got one piece of OSB up. Probably going to need about another 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd say at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, at least 5 to complete this wall. But the only reason I did this one is right now is because I don't have to cut around any of the plugs. When you got to start mucking around, cutting around the plugs, that's when it turns into a pain in a hooski. Because you got to take the, I've already got the outlets in there. you gotta take the outlets off, unwire it, and then when you're all done putting the OSB up, you gotta re-put the outlets in and all that mumbly bumbly. That's a lot of mucking about, man. Alright, everything is kind of a mess still. Nothing is in order or anything. I think one of my next goals in here is going to be building a shop workbench better than just a hunk of plywood stretched across 2 sawhorses, because that's kind of mumbly bumbly and garbage. And I wouldn't mind a little outfeed table for the table saw either. Just something that maybe adds another 2.5, even if it only adds another 2.5 feet, 3 feet would be good. If you like this content, if you like what the Duo Dog's doing, give her a thumbs up, give her a comment, subscribe, why not, it helps me out. It only takes a second to click on that stuff. I know it's more hassle if you're watching it on the phone, but okay, gentlemen, we're going to leave it at that for now. We'll come back in. And we got to do some serious cleanerooski, organizing our wood, and we got to bring our 2 implements in, tractor implements, the grapple and the land plane, because I don't want those just sitting out all friggin' winter. It's too harsh on them, and I'm not digging that. No, wouldn't dig it. Nope, 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 no. We'll start working on the new workbench here, because this thing's a piece of crap, man. Sucks. Thanks for hanging around. This is another Duo Dog adventure in the book. This, we're going to probably pause on doing any more insulation and OSB-ness for a while. Maybe I'll put some insulation along here, this wall here, just to, you know, because I want to use up some of that insulation in that other room. Thanks for tuning in again to another Duo Dog adventure, like I just said. Sayonara.